welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you are new, welcome. My name is Chantenique and this is my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and follow me on Instagram.
Got to. You gonna see me on there too. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna follow your boy, press that follow button. Dude, she getting all the followers. I ain't getting no followers. Hey, don't nobody want to see what I got going on.
No.
Alright, it's all good.
Hopefully you guys caught part 1 of this video. We initially planned to have all of the components in one video, but we got a little chatty, so I decided to split it up into 2 parts. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out part 1, which is the 5 relationship do's. So this is going to be the 5 relationship don'ts.
Don'ts.
So if you are interested in seeing the don'ts that we're going to share, keep watching. Don't number 1, don't down your partner.
Don't down your partner. Number 1, don't down your partner, and keeping your partner motivated, I feel like, is a very crucial thing as far as getting yourself through a relationship.
And when we say don't down, we mean like don't talk down to your partner.
Don't talk down. I feel like you always want to motivate, and especially because it's something that y'all are in together. Of course, some people lose sight of that, but you're in this together, relationship, marriage, you're in it together. So you always want to try to motivate your partner as much as you can. Like, if they have an idea or something like that, like never knock an idea. I say so much wild stuff probably to her that she'd be like, what is he talking about? But I'd rather say it to her, even if it's just something to just put in her ear, where there's that helps me motivate myself. And as far as coming for her, she just encourages it. I literally do it.
Soon as he say an idea or something, I literally start asking questions.
Yeah, she start asking questions. She'll look up stuff on the internet. How much certain stuff costs if you honestly just wanted to start that real quick. Like never down your partner, because you just don't know what that could do for them and y'all relationship. And it has a lasting impact. I'm gonna share this story.
I wanted to start a YouTube channel in 2009. I was talking to my roommates about it. I worked at Best Buy while I was in college, so I was going to get a camera with a discount. And when I told the guy that I was talking to that I wanted to start a YouTube channel, he totally made fun of my idea to the point where I didn't start it. It just literally discouraged me from starting it, and I just never did. And I always felt weird that, not weird, but it was something that I couldn't fully share with him because, he knocked it. And then essentially I grew up and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start it. I don't have a boyfriend now, so who cares what they think? But sometimes the things that you say or shooting people's ideas or dreams or whatever down can have a bigger impact on them than you initially think. Some things that you say to people can stay with them for years, or they'll just remember it like throughout their lifetime. Especially if somebody tell you can't do something, don't do something, no, that's lame, why you doing that, that's stupid. That bothers my confidence. And a lot of us have self-confidence and self-esteem issues already that you probably don't know about or you probably don't see. So why would you want to lower your partner's self-esteem or their confidence? Like, I wouldn't even want to be with nobody who I can't build up. And that's real. Get behind, whatever they're motivated to do, or anything like get behind it. I mean, it's one thing to encourage it, which of course, like I said, you definitely want to do that. But get behind it, show something. As far as like, oh yeah, you can definitely do it. Like Shan was telling me how she wanted to, get better with her YouTube videos and stuff like that. Of course, we started the conversation as far as, well, we have to do it more consistently then. And, as far as supporting her, I'm like, okay, I know she wants to do YouTube, so I bought her a camera. A big boy too. Yeah, big boy.
But nah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's how you show your support. Like, you show your support in your partner's dreams as far as, what you see that they really want to do. So, like, I'm like, if I see that you really want to do this, all right, I'm behind it 100%. Let's do it.
Tip number 2, don't assume, just ask. I have a really hard time with that because I will ask Darreion a question and I'll answer the question
Right after. I'm like, why you even come to me to ask me?
Yeah. And what I mean by that, I'll be like, what you about to do? Go outside? And he'd be like, well, shit.
Yeah.
Why you gonna
No,
answer?
I'm about to go play the game.
Yeah.
I end up changing up what I was really about to do because
Yeah.
she asked me and then assumed what I was about to do.
Yeah.
Actually, nah, I'm not about to do that.
Yeah.
I'm about to go play the game.
And I'm really bad at that. It's like second nature. It's like, who you talking to, your mama? No, I'm actually talking to my sister. Like, those kind of things. And I've been working on trying not to do that. And it's not malicious or anything. But, like he said, when I ask those questions, it makes him change what he's initially going to do. And then, for me, it's like, why are you even asking the question if you're just going to assume what the answer is going to be anyway?
And that, the example that she said, I feel like that's true as far as us.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes that happens on I guess a worse note. So you could assume something, as far as like your partner is doing something with somebody or, a whole bunch of other stuff.
And you can psych yourself out to believe it. And
you would put
hell.
all the pieces together and you be like, it gotta be true.
Yeah.
Like, the pieces right here.
Yeah.
And then, like, you'll try another way to bring it up to them, and then they'll break the pieces down in another way that you never even thought about. You be like, dang. Now you looking crazy.
Goof.
So it's just better not to don't assume and really just act straight up. Even when you act straight up and they don't give you the answer that you thought, then you can go into another way to see, like, okay, so now you're lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can literally just ask somebody straight up, especially if you already know the answer. Oh, if you already know the answer to it, just ask. Don't even.
But this is the thing.
But I'm saying, no, hold on. Let me get this out.
Disagree.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Nah. If you already know the answer, like, and honestly, you have to know it's true. You can't assume. You got to be like, all right, this is facts. Like, let me just ask them about it, and
No, come and say her.
Nah. Let me just ask them about it and see where it go. But you gotta have the facts, and then if they tell you the truth, it's like, okay, I feel like that's just a better way that you'll end up working it out or getting through whatever you did, and then they'll tell you the truth, like, this is what really happened, this is how it happened, and y'all just go from there. Or you can know the truth and then they lie. If they lie, then you handle it as far as why'd you lie, why lie, if you already know the truth.
And I think we have a different.
But go ahead.
Yeah. We have a different approach with that. Darreion will ask a question that he knows the answer to, I guess, to get confirmation.
Pretty much, yeah.
But he already knows it, so
But
I don't know why he need confirmation.
You want to let them know that you know it. You want to confirm it.
I won't ask a question to something I already know, but I'll ask the why to what I already know to kind of like bring it all together. Like, for example,
I want to see if you're gonna lie. That's why I asked.
That's why you
That
ask.
is why I asked.
Yeah.
I want to be like, because Shan knows one. I hate. That's just one of my pet peeves. I hate being lied to, or like, don't lie. Like, let me. If it's something that's gonna hurt, like, just let me deal with it, and then we just do whatever we got to do to get over it. Don't lie. I just hate being lied to. So I'm gonna see especially if I already know, I'm gonna see if you're gonna lie for sure. For sure.
Yeah, that's why we have separate
For
approaches
sure.
like that. You just want to see if someone's gonna lie, which is fair.
Because I don't like liars.
You don't.
Nah, I hate them.
Nah,
I'm playing. I'm playing. Everybody lies. Everybody lies. I'm not saying I hate all liars, because some people just don't know how to you say some people, you hear that all the time. Some people just don't know how to handle the truth.
Yeah.
And
some people don't know how to lie.
How to lie, yeah.
Yeah. But it's levels to lying.
It is.
Right.
So I don't hate all liars.
Yeah.
I hate myself if I hate all liars. I'm saying, I don't lie. Damn, what I just get myself into?
Don't number 3. And I'm going to let you take the lead on this one. Don't be disrespectful.
Don't be disrespectful. Being disrespectful is levels to disrespect too.
True.
Don't be disrespectful as far as I would say. Shit. I don't know, man.
Disrespectful is very broad.
Yeah,
Disrespect is broad. Something I think is disrespectful, you might not think is disrespectful, and vice versa. But there are some things that we both know and both can agree are disrespectful. For example, cheating. Okay, cheating is disrespectful.
It is.
And when I say cheating, I mean actually cheating.
Yeah.
You're physically, sexually involved, emotionally involved with someone else, invested in someone else. That's disrespectful to your partner.
Yeah.
But maybe seeing like a old fling or somebody in the mall and speaking to them in front of your partner, that may be disrespectful to Darreion, but it may not be disrespectful to me. So those are the different kind of levels. Like,
I agree.
Yeah,
and
it just depends on your past, honestly,
Yeah.
who you are as a person, and what you've done before.
Yeah.
All of those things matter.
Being disrespectful as far as physically, like look at that hummingbird. You saw it? Saw a hummingbird, y'all. But being disrespectful as far as physically, like abuse and stuff like that. Like that's a high form of being disrespectful. You should never put your hands on any woman. That's how I was raised. Granted, that's when it comes back to you see how that person is raised, as far as their family and stuff.
And that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, I was raised to never, I don't care what if she slapped you, you better just turn around and walk the other way. Cause you gonna lose that. You gonna lose that fight regardless. You might win the physical fight, but for real, you might win the physical one if y'all do end up doing that. But you gonna lose that fight in the long run. So that's just something you just stay away from. I was always raised to stay away from. Not even just physical. I mean, it can be verbal. You cursing your partner out,
and that's the thing.
That can be. They think that's it's just thing. They think that it's just more dominant when it comes from men. Women can be just as, if not worse, as far as verbal, for sure. Physical too. Women can be physical. Women tap your head. Yeah, women can be physical too, and you just like, dang, I just got beat up. You'll get beat up real quick and not even know. Yeah. But verbal is real.
I think it's the setting and the environment, when we're talking about disrespect. It's the setting and the environment in which you do something. Yeah. So, like, at home, we might curse, and we don't curse for real like that, but I might get pissed off with you. I might get pissed off with you and curse you out, okay? But if I'm at your mama's house and I get pissed off with you and I just turn up on you in front of your whole family and just cuss you out, that shit is disrespectful.
Yeah, because is that, you see?
That's disrespectful.
But no, that's disrespectful. And then you got your family looking at you like.
You don't even have to be cursing, just going off on some, like, I ain't gonna call no names, but we've been in a couple situations where a guy talked to a girl the wrong way, and we just kind of looked at him like, oh, what you doing? Like this
couldn't be us.
Yeah.
Or if the guy did it, it could be me, because I know.
Yeah, but some
I just want to go.
Some guys are unintentionally disrespectful.
I agree.
Like, to me, smacking somebody's butt that you don't know, that you just met in the club, that's disrespectful. But if you want to slap your girlfriend's butt in the club, That's fine.
I mean,
Use your best judgment. Don't be disrespectful. Don't disrespect the other person.
That's one of those things you definitely have to use your better judgment, because that's one of that can be a life-changing that can be a life-changing thing that can happen, and then you'll think about it after it happened. You'll be like, dang, like why did I even do that? And that can happen, that argument or a verbal altercation, physical, that can happen really quick. So that's one of those things you really want to make sure that y'all are both good on, because you don't want something like that to happen. Then your whole, everything y'all worked for, it can be 10 years from now. Everything that y'all worked for those 10 years can be gone down the drain based off one action. So you really want to, I feel like, think about stuff like that before you do it.
Number 4.
400.
Don't invade their privacy.
That's a good one.
So for me, I am a very, 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 not private, but private, if that makes sense. So like, I'll share stuff with you and I'll tell you stuff, but I don't like for you to go looking through my stuff. For example, downstairs in my office, I have, it's not a journal, it's like a planner. And some people might think, oh my God, it's just a planner. Like, let me look through here. But to me, my planner is personal. So I don't want you sorting through my planner. I don't want you looking through my bills. If I have a journal upstairs, meditation journal, do my yoga, write some stuff down. I don't want you looking through my journal. I don't want you reading I don't want you looking through nothing that has to do with me without me knowing or without you asking me. Because I feel like once you kind of cross that line and you're invading someone's privacy, you're checking their emails, you're checking their phone, you're checking their text messages,
Crazy.
You watching to see where they're going. I feel like I don't have a sense of me. Like, I don't have a sense of individuality because I can't be me to me. Like, God, I'm giving you 100%. Can I also just spend a little bit of time with myself? Or can I just have this to myself? Or can I just not share this with you? Like, damn, what can I have to myself? And when people invade your privacy, like when people go through your things, it makes you, one, know that they don't trust you. Two, they just nosy. Like, why are you nosy? Why does this even impact you? But it makes you second guess if you can truly be yourself with yourself. Because it's some conversations that I have with myself that I'll never tell Darreion. Or some conversations I have with myself that I'll never tell my mom. Just stuff that I talk to myself about that'll go with me to the grave. And I feel like that's fair for me to have that, and I don't have to tell you or show you every single thing.
She pretty much said everything.
Oh God. Clearly I'm passionate about that.
I see. Yeah, she's real passionate. But I mean, I feel like that, it really, I feel like that just kind of goes back to being transparent and getting to know somebody, you know, regardless. If you be transparent with somebody and you get to know somebody, then you build that trust with them, and then stuff like that's, you know, that kind of takes the back seat to everything else you got going on, for real. It's like, you don't have time to be worried about who she's texting and, you know, what she talking about with her friends and stuff like that.
Because
like,
you'll become obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like, if you check, like, let's say if I look in your phone, I can become easily obsessed with looking in your phone. Yeah. Either I'm looking for something or I just want to see. Like, it's
conversations that you have with your friends.
Yeah, it's a subconscious thing. And before you know it,
you'll go back to psyching yourself out, thinking stuff
you putting stuff together that don't even go together,
or that you don't know nothing about.
Yeah, that's very true.
Number 5.
Number 5 is on you. Don't take your partner for granted.
This is a good one. I actually like this one. This one is one I feel like I'm really passionate about, as far as not taking your partner for granted, because especially if you feel like that's your lifelong partner, you really just build a bond with that person. And, if something were to, God forbid, if something were to ever happen, something's going to happen to all of us eventually, of course. But if something, just traumatic happens to your partner or something like that, like I feel like that's like one of the worst kind of feelings, to feel like you took somebody for granted and you can't take it back. It's over. Like, you took them for granted. Or, if you did something that was just a complete deal breaker to the highest level, like, it's just something that you can't go back on, and you took your partner for granted.
And you never know when you're taking someone for granted until it's too late. Like, you hear your parents and your grandparents say stuff like, you never know what you had till it's gone.
Yeah.
You never know what you got till it's gone. That's facts.
Yeah.
Because you'll sit down, you'll look back, and you'll be like, damn, I was such a shitty person to this person.
Yeah.
And they were a really good person. Like, they didn't even deserve for me to be ugly to them, or for me to whatever it is that you did to them. But it's usually too late at that point.
And in some things, as far as being taken for granted, you don't even have to be ugly about stuff to take people for granted. Like,
yes.
you can take your grandparents for granted. You can think just like, okay, I have grandparents. Of course, they're not always going to be here, but like, when your grandparents, I don't have either one of my grandparents, unfortunately. I have some new grandparents now that, I feel so grateful for it. Her grandparents honestly make me feel so much more grateful for my grandparents. Like, it's something about having, certain people in your life that, once they're gone, it's like, dang, I wish I would have just did more stuff, with them, for them. Like I say, you didn't necessarily have to be mean, when they were here, or when you were, appreciated them. But it's just, you just think about so much more stuff when, you don't have them anymore. And it can be, they could have passed, they could, have gone somewhere else, or just moved on.
And it's how you treat them. Like, you can talk to your mom like crazy, talk to her crazy. And you got people out here who don't have their moms.
Don't have moms, or lost their moms.
As soon as you lose your mom, you gonna flip the table.
Yep.
But you didn't think about it. Something else that I think men have to be more conscious of, and Darreion is really good at this. Things that we do as a part of our normal routine, sometimes your spouses and your family members can take that for granted. For example, if you cook every day, that's a big task to cook.
I agree.
But your family is so used to eating, your spouse is so used to eating, they don't really think about how much energy and time you actually put into cooking. They just know, oh, you cook, Same thing with the house. Yesterday, I cleaned the house top to bottom. Darreion was like, oh, don't clean the bottom, I'll clean the bottom. But me being me, I just had to have it done right then. Even when he came home hours later, he still acknowledged the fact that I cleaned the house. He acknowledged the fact that he was grateful for it. Thank you for washing my clothes. Thank you for folding up my clothes. And I promise y'all,
even now, she always be like some stuff, she be like, you don't have to say thank you. But I feel much better, acknowledging it. And, I make sure I always let her know that I appreciate everything that she does. And even
though it's a duty, like, even though it's something I'm going to do regardless, I will say that little thank you goes a long way. Because
when you just doing stuff for people and, you don't get that thank you, of course, the kind of person that you are, is you're still going to do it. But that thank you, that those couple of seconds that you just, say some words, or, tell them that you appreciate them, that really makes a difference on, how people feel throughout their life. Like, they don't mind helping you out and doing certain stuff for you.
And it kind of goes hand in hand with acknowledgement. Like, this is something I talked to my parents about a lot. We were always expected to do really well in school. So when I would get a good grade, my parents didn't acknowledge it. And it was to the point where I almost wanted to stop getting good grades, so that at least I can get a little bit of their attention, if that makes any sense. Because if I get A's and I'm expected to get A's, You don't tell me good job. You don't say, oh, I know that was a hard class. You must have worked your ass off. You don't say anything like that. Sometimes I'd rather get a B so that at least you'll have the conversation. Why you get a B? Why you didn't get an A? At least you'll put some type of energy into talking to me about something that I've worked on. So it kind of starts early as far as acknowledgement. Like with kids, with chores. Oh, you made up your bed. Good job. You made up your bed. Oh, you scored a touchdown. Good job. I'm proud of you. You scored a touchdown. Those positive reinforcements and acknowledgments, I think, definitely shapes the way people think of themselves, the things that they do. I think it has a big impact.
But that's why I feel like I said I take as far as taking people for granted, taking your partner for granted. That's why I feel like this one is honestly kind of the biggest one for me, because it resolves into everything. Mm-hmm. You know, don't take not just your partner, but don't take anybody for granted.
Mm-hmm. Or your life,
especially yourself, your loved ones. Like, you know, this life isn't guaranteed to anybody. You know, you could lose it. You could lose it just like that, especially in the world that we live in today. You can lose it real quick and not eat. Dang, you just went to sleep and you were just playing the game yesterday. Mm-hmm. Normal. Mm-hmm. It don't even something don't even have to happen to you nowadays for you to even, you know what I'm saying, lose your life. You can just be sitting upstairs and something just happened. It was just your, you know what I'm saying, your time to go. So you just never want to take anything, anybody, any relationship for granted.
Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah. I had a good time making this.
I
felt like we were really talking.
Yeah.
So
I think the next video that we're going to do, a couple of y'all have requested some videos about finances and how we kind of saved up to get a house. We have been in our house for 1 year, so a couple people asked about that kind of video, and somebody asked about a couples Q&A. So I might post like something on my Instagram that y'all can send questions, and we'll do like a transparent Q&A. I think that'd be fun.
I do too.
But yeah, this was definitely a cool video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.